The 828s are in the exterminator for NTSC. No. No, I don't have the prototype anymore. This is the official one. And my prototype wasn't an 828 also. It was an 829. It's always been an 829 in the SkyRaiders. DSC and DSM. Yeah, a little bit higher resolution, higher pixel count, and a little bit squarer pixels. Remember, we don't have APC to work with this camera to correct that rectangular pixel in the 828. So we're not dealing with a frame grabber or anything, so it's a USB, so we don't have to worry about PAL and NTSC. So we can get by here in North America. We're not using monitors with this camera. We're using a computer. We're not using TVs or that, so we can get by with the 829. Exactly. PAL and NTSC doesn't matter with the USB camera. Okay, let's see. The next one should come in with the dark field correction on. I think it makes a lot of difference, Jack, not only in the pixels and amp glow, but the noise too. Yeah, definitely takes away some noise, removes a lot of the pixels, and decreases a lot the amp glow. Much smoother, yes. Yeah, that's quite smooth. I'm gonna... Would have been interesting to capture some of these and stack 3 or 4 of them in Astro Toaster to see what we can come up with, but let's work with the auto guider first. No, you don't really need the stacking. It's really smooth. I think it's smooth, the black and white on its own, a single image. I actually like that. This is coming in pretty good. We have a nice double star here that's split. So it seems like the guiding is holding out for 90 seconds. It's pretty good. I'm sure it would show up more. We'd have to be more finicky with it if we were using a much longer focal length. But I'm at f3.7 on a 2000 focal length, native f8. So I'm pretty well just under 1,000. Probably at about 925, 930 millimeter focal length. Okay, Jack. Alright, what should we do in PhD for you PhD users to improve this? I'm just glad it's communicating, Jack. The MallinCam Auto Guider is communicating with the G11 through the AGm drivers. Okay, how do I adjust the aggressiveness, Dave? Please. Do I have to stop this first? Well, you said I can adjust it on the fly. I don't really see anywhere auto. I don't see. Oh, here's the adjust. Okay, I see it. Okay. What should I put it down to? Okay. Sure. Why don't we go 3 seconds, Bob? We'll go 3 seconds. And you know what? I'm going to move to a slightly different area. I'm getting pretty far past the meridian. Sure. Okay, let's go to a different object. Let's just go to an area. Let's go to the bubble. I'm going to go to calf, and then we'll go to the bubble because that's in a better position. Okay. Go to the bubble first. Let's go to calf. Alright, so we're on calf. Oh, okay. There's not a lot of options. Well, we'll play with some of them and see. In PhD. Oh, I see. In other guiding, yeah. How about Maxim? You use Maxim too, don't you? I thought you did. Yeah, how do you compare Maxim to PhD? Because I've always used Maxim, but I have Maxim 4. Speaking of that, Jack, by the way, Jack, I can't use Maxim with the MallinCam Auto Guider because you have to go into camera settings, and I was going through the manual Michael did, and there's no camera settings with Maxim 4. You have to upgrade to Maxim 5. I'll show you what I mean. Let me just open this up. Yeah, I'll show you exactly what I mean if I can. All right. Alright, so let's see. So here you have to go into setup. You have to pick video DS, then you have to select MallinCam. Okay. And I'll hit OK, but I won't connect to the camera. Then you have to go into options here. And here in options, you should see, what's that, Bob? This is according to Michael Burns' manuals. You have to select that. Okay, so if you check your Maxim 5, Bob, you'll see under options for guide, there is something here called camera settings, and you highlight it, and it gives you a filter, video filter, and another one I forget, but it doesn't have it here. But in setup, what do you select? AGm? Okay, well let me disconnect from PhD then. We might as well try it with both. Okay, how do I do this? Alright, disconnect all. Okay, let's try AGm. Tube cap driver. Alright, so that's good there. Okay. 8-bit, frame rate low. Good. Alright. Okay. Okay. Connect. Alright. So we're connected. Let's try it out then. Let's see if we can get something. Alright, cool. Let's try it out. And it will want me to... I'll do a dark. I'll use 2 seconds. That's what I always use with my Orion. Oh, why didn't it okay, that's weird. Hang on a sec. How come it didn't ask for my dark? It was supposed to ask me to cover up the scope. Yeah, but it tells me to cover the scope. It didn't tell me to cover it. No calibration, symbol. Okay, let's try it again. Let me adjust the time. So now it should tell me to do a dark when I hit start. See, it's not telling me. It's not telling me to do a dark. That's weird. Where's my screen stretch? Where are you, screen stretch? Alright. Something's off there. No, I changed the exposure. Look, we can go up to 10 seconds. That should tell me to do a new dark for 10 seconds. It's not taking it. Hang on a sec, that wasn't 10 seconds. No, it doesn't work, Bob. You can't control, that's what I was reading in the manual. You cannot control the exposure time of the camera this way. You can't do it. Yeah, because you can, yeah, that's only taking a split, less than a second exposure. Oh, yeah. I'll download it. It's worth, let's get into this. I'll show you. I might as well while we're here. Alright. Let's get the manual out. I'm going to download the full one. I'm going to show you this. This is why. Michael went through all this and came up with this. Let me just make the box bigger for you to see. Okay, that should be big enough there. Alright. And there we go. Is that readable there for you? Should be okay. Alright. Here we go. Let's find it. Table of contents. It should be somewhere down here. He did a wonderful job on these manuals. Incredible job. Dark field. Okay, so here we are. You can do auto guiding with Maxim DL and Direct Show. These are the two you need. I can't find these in Maxim 4. Or you can run PhD with WDM or PhD with ASCOM. This is the way we were doing it just now with PhD ASCOM. So let's go up to 100. 100. Alright. Installment optional software. Okay, auto guiding. There we are with Direct Show, Maxim. So we have a couple of ways. Hit the power, which I did. Go to setup camera. Then you pick the video DS and MallinCam, what I did before. Okay. You hit OK. It will come and bring up the video screen. Well, that only shows you the picture. That doesn't control the camera exposure time. Then you got to go into left click on the guide tab. You bring up this. Okay, and under the auto guider, I usually pick camera relays for my Orion Starshoot camera relays, but this you have to pick AGm direct. Okay, the AGm driver. Then you hit settings. Hit settings and select TUP ST4. Okay. Then this is where I can't do it. As Maxim DL is using direct DS to obtain the live the video image from the SkyRaider, it cannot directly control the exposure, but Maxim does provide a link to the exposure control written into direct DS. So you got to left click on the arrow beside the options, drop down here, camera settings right there. Okay, that I don't have. You saw it says simple auto dark, all that. Watch when I go to mine. I go to options. There's no camera settings here, and I figure it's probably because I'm using Maxim 4. You might have to have Maxim 5 to do use this auto guider with Maxim. You can't use it with 4. I can't get it to work. So that's the only way to do Maxim. You have to do it that way. So you gotta select your DS, video DS, then select MallinCam as the source. Okay, this is for the MallinCam auto guider, not the QHY. So you go to MallinCam, it will come up. I can do that. Watch, I'll show you. I'll go to setup. Alright, let's go into disconnect. We'll go to setup. We'll go here and select video DS, MallinCam, hit OK, connect. Now look, it will bring up the live video. That works according to this. This is the stage we're at right here now. Okay. God, I hate that. Goes too quick. There's the stage we're at right there. Okay, right here. Now, if I go, there it is there. See, it's taking the exposure. That's a 10-second exposure. I think, hang on a sec, why did that take so long? Let me change my exposure. Okay, if I can find the darn thing. Sorry everybody, but there it is behind it. Okay, let me connect again. Okay, maybe it is counting 10 seconds. Let me just see. Yeah, we're all learning, which is good. I'm just wondering why that takes so long. Let's wait it out and see. Because it looks like it's capturing an image. There. Yeah, that is definitely capturing an image. Let me go to my guider settings. No, see, I'm only set for 1 second, so I don't know why that's taken so long. But anyways, we did capture the image. Alright, so if I go and put this over to the side and this back here, now this is what stage we're at, Bob. Now we have no way of controlling the exposure time, so we got to go into camera control under guide, and then we got to select AGm direct. So I can still do that. Go into here, go into guide, options, guider settings, go into AGm, there, okay, and hit apply. Alright, so I have that now, okay, but I still have no way. So I did that. I'm connected to the AGm direct. Now, this is the problem right here. Right where it says note. So, okay, we already got this selected. But we cannot control the exposure with the DS. Even one with a, what do you, I'm not really sure what you mean. Oh, the lurkers, okay. Alright. So anyways, so this is where we have to go. In order to control the exposure, we have to go into options under guider and go to camera settings, and then we select video capture pin. Choosing the choices will pop up a priorities window that will allow you to choose the pixel size of the camera. Okay, that I need to do. And the filter, video capture filter, will give me a pop-up window allow you to adjust the exposure of the camera along with a histogram, etc., etc. And it should pop up and give us something like that. That's something that we saw before, remember? But I can't get this up in Maxim. It just won't show. Because if I go, I'll hit OK there. If I go here, there is no camera, what do you call it, settings. There's nothing, I can't find it. So it looks like Maxim's out for me, because I'm not going to shell out, give Maxim extra money just to upgrade to number 5 for this. I can use PhD. I think PhD would be better. So let's get out of Maxim. That's enough of Maxim. And disconnect. I'll just keep this on for my Orion in the future. Orion Starshoot. And as I said, I like the footprint of PhD. It's pretty small. It doesn't take up a lot of room on the monitor also. So anyways, let's go to PhD and let's see in the manual how we can do it. Now we have two ways of connecting the MallinCam Auto Guider with PhD. We have one, running it with the Windows driver and TUP ST4. No, I'm not using, you can't use SkyRaider. The only thing the SkyRaider software does with the Auto Guider is it will give you this move tool, that here. I just clicked that on the SkyRaider, so you can test your connection with your mount. That's it. You cannot guide with the SkyRaider software and the Auto Guider. No auto guiding, just a move tool, that's it. An ST4 port connection, just to make sure that you're connected. Okay, so but I can control the exposure and everything, which is cool. I'll show you this. Let me just get out of this. Close this up. I can always get my darks. So I'm going to disconnect the DSM, and I'm going to connect the Auto Guider. There's the Auto Guider connected to SkyRaider. Now you got two choices. You can go 640 by 480 or 1280 by 960, which is that one there, which is a lot bigger than the screen had Maxim set up for. But when you're guiding, you should always use 640 by 480. Right there. Okay. Now the move, we can move it. Alright, and let me just do a 1 second exposure on this. Let me just close this out. Gain is, by the way, Jack, gain is set at 5 according to the Sky, the software, the MallinCam Sky software. Now, if I change my gain in MallinCam Sky, I guess that's the way to do it for your guiding in PhD. Or is there, Bob, is there a way, Bob and Dave, a way to change your gain in PhD? Okay, you can. Alright, good to know. And we'll go through that after. So I'll leave this on 5, which is 50% in AGm setup. Okay, we'll go through that shortly. So according to the MallinCam Sky, the gain is at 50%, 5 out of 10. Okay, so let me just put this up for a couple of seconds. And there is a star here. So let's try the move. And let's see if it works. I'm going to move this way. And let's see if that moves. This way. Okay, I didn't really see any movement. Let's try this way. I might have to change this. Could be so small. There it goes. Okay, so there is communication. Let's try that again. Yep. Alright. So this is the MallinCam Sky I'm using, but it's the ST4. Okay, there's upward movement. And let's try the other way. I can hear the mount moving. And up. Let's do 5,000. Well, the MallinCam Sky software basically is, a lot of people are using the auto guider as a imager or an observing device too. It works pretty good for that, and you can use the MallinCam Sky for that. But for auto guiding, it doesn't do any auto guiding. As I said, it just tests your ST4 connection. Okay, so that's all working fine. Oh yeah, you should see some of the images Mark Lewis took. He took some pretty awesome images with his SkyRaider. Alright, so let me just close that out and reconnect to the DSM. And thank goodness I can just reload my dark. Enable. Okay, Jack.